Hi guys, so welcome back to our channel. This video is a little hectic and not quite fully put together, and I apologize for that. So this video is my road trips essential video, because I don't have our bucket, but really, everything has to go off at once. Who is it? At some point, I will do a video with Hunter, and it'll be great, and you'll know who Hunter is, apart from Hunter, who already knows who he is. But yeah, so this is my road trips essential video, and it is kind of a mess because I am actually planning my 14-day road trip with my brother right now, which when this is uploaded, that will be already happening. So bear with me, it's a little hectic at our house right now. We are still remodeling. We have a 14-day road trip and it's kind of a mess. So yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, we have giant waters. So my brother and I both, at this point, majority drink water. It's not a bad thing. But we have a bunch of these that will be packed in our snack bucket. And my brother and I both kind of have a problem where we enjoy tasting food from areas. So we don't really like having a lot of snacks. That doesn't mean we're not going to pack a lot of snacks. It is 14 days. We can obviously stop at like Target, CVS, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, we would just rather have it for the hotels and everything like that. But yeah, so the first thing is large waters, and a pretty large amount of those large waters. Next thing is snacks. So we actually have a lot of different options. Oh my god, my eye is watering. Okay. We have a lot of different options in the house, and day of, I know that Travis and I are going to go through everything, and we're going to really pick what we want. I kind of already know where we're going with it. So we got some dried fruit. This one is apricot, but we have pineapple, and I think I ate all the mango, but we also have pineapple. So this plus that will probably be joining us on the trip. Next thing, and these are more for me, but these make me hella thirsty. I got rice crackers. I love a lot of Asian snacks from Japan, China, etc. And so I kind of have them sporadically throughout my house. That's just the first one I picked up. I have kind of smaller bags that are like personal size, like lunchbox size bags. So the next thing we have are the like little dippable Oreo things. These are more for Jimmy's lunches, but they're here as an option for food if Travis decides to take any of those. We have little personal pretzels. I will be bringing an insulated bag of some sort for leftovers, and also for hiking. So I will have an insulated bag. Another good little thing to have if you are like me and you like kind of just munching on things is the little Nutella to-goes. I know they have this for Nutella. I think they also have it for Hershey's chocolate. I think they have it for one other thing. Reese's maybe? I don't know, but these are very good. And then, as requested by my brother, ignore the fact that this is a giant box, but I asked my brother what he wanted for snacks, and my brother is like one of the least picky people. Nowadays, he used to be the most picky person. But for him and Jimmy, I got a whole bunch of different types of jerky. Now, mind you, Jimmy is not going on this trip. Jimmy is actually going to stay home with the cats. He has work. He's lame. No. But I have hickory smoke. I have pepper. I have original. I have teriyaki. Yes, I read that upside down. I know we have some other ones. being smoked again. I don't know. We have a bunch of different options that my brother can go through and pick. We are going to just bring like a tub that has food. We also are considering camping, which is another reason we want to make sure we have a bunch of extra food on hand. Okay, that being said, there's one thing in my other section of Roadtrip Essentials, which is my backpack. Actually, there's two things in there, I think, that I don't have. But we'll get to that when we get to it. So the first thing that I don't have in here that I will have in here is my wallet, which in this case, I'm bringing some cash, one of my credit cards, and my passport. I don't need an ID. I'm going to have my passport. I have to have my passport. We're going international. So for me, it's just easier to just take one thing. So my passport little holder thingy actually has a wallet section. So that's going to act as my wallet. Now, I think it is absolutely crucial to bring a backpack. I can dunk all of this stuff into my suitcase. I have so much extra space. You'll see that in the other packing video. And so I can kind of just dunk some of this in and out, take it in and out as I need. And oh, I know what I forgot to do. So both of my glasses cases that are in here are empty. So my sunglasses and my actual glasses. I use them. That's why. So first thing is first for me, my cane. Now, I don't like using my cane. This is a white tip cane. It is a blind person cane. I personally don't like using it if I don't have to. I don't like drawing attention to the fact that I'm disabled. So, and in a lot of cases, it's safer to not let people know you're disabled. That's just my opinion, though. The next thing is a hat. If you know me, I am obsessed with army green anything, so girl. Next is, this is my sunglasses case. It does not have my sunglasses in it, but let's pretend for now. I will be putting them in here. I'm actually probably going to be wearing them. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to put my glasses in here because I don't need them up until, okay, when I come across my glasses case, I'll put them in there. So this is my little first aid kit. I do still have to put Neosporin in here and bandages, but basically, it's my little emergency kit. So it has, I think I went over this also in my packing video because I packed this up while I was packing everything, but we'll go over it again. Well, I guess this will be the first time and then you'll see it again in that video. So I have a little tiny thing of Tums, which are so cute and I love. This tiny thing of Tylenol, normal strength Tylenol. I would get extra strength, they just didn't have any in the travel section. This is my medical bracelet. I don't like wearing it on the daily, but if I'm hiking or camping or anything, I would much prefer to have it on. My inhaler, which is super cute and tiny, and it looks like a little like vintage marketplace. I don't know. So some chapstick. This actually has SPF, so that's kind of cool. Hand sanitizer because life is nasty. These actually are technically for flights, but they work anywhere. These are little stress relief gummies. I personally don't get too panicky while traveling anymore. I'm doing, hi guys, my blog is up, which I will link in the description, and there will be a post about travel anxiety and how I overcame it and how I still struggle with it and all that. The last thing in here, apart from Band-Aids and Neosporin, which I need to go grab from the bathroom when I'm done filming this, is this thing of wet ones. This is just like disinfecting wipes. I personally think everything is filthy and dirty and disgusting, and I have OCD, so being in new places, I clean heavily. So that's a thing. No, but I really don't mind too much anymore. I kind of got over the disgusting element of travel, but I can't close it now. I made it really nice and neat, and then I made it really not neat right now. Okay. next item. So next thing is this little dude, and this little dude has, it has headphones, which I'm actually gonna put a different pair of headphones in here that actually plug into my phone so I don't have to bring the adapter thingy. And then a charging cable, and my watch cable will also go in here. So it's an essential in my book because it keeps my cords organized as I'm traveling. Next thing is a blanket. This one is just a really soft, fluffy Nightmare Before Christmas blanket. I think this is actually the blanket I packed for Hawaii, maybe? So you may have already seen that blanket. This is water. This is literally just always in my backpack. I just like to keep a water in my backpack. And then the last two things, well, not the last two things, but I like to have a large hair clip. And then this is my glasses case. So these are my glasses. They're very cute. These are simple reading glasses, but they do help enough where I can use them as like functioning around life glasses. And then in the front pocket of my backpack is all my female products. And they're just there as an emergency more than anything. So I got some tampons, I got some pads. You never know when another lady friend might need something. I've noticed that the majority of the time I don't run into emergencies, but I have definitely helped a lot of women out who just didn't have one on hand or something, and so I ended up like giving someone a pad or a tampon, and you know, it forms a very short-lived bond between women. So anyway, guys, that is mostly it. I want to talk, I mean, obviously, like, my phone is another essential, but that's just something, I didn't do it. My phone is another essential that obviously, you know, most people are not gonna forget, but, and then a big thing I want to mention is obviously I don't have like an e-reader or anything like that. I really want to pick up that clip so I don't forget it on the floor. Okay. So a big thing obviously is that I didn't grab an e-reader or an iPad or anything like that. And I want to mention ahead of time that being visually impaired, I listen to a lot of books. This is not sponsored. I know every single YouTube personality ever has been sponsored by Audible, but I'm not sponsored. But I will say that being visually impaired, I do listen to a lot of books. It's one of those things where my brother and I both really like music. We like very, very different music. So one thing we can always agree on is listening to a book or two during a road trip, or during a long haul drive. So I think right now, so we have a couple books that are on Audible already that I haven't read that I want to read, and that Travis is like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll read that, or I'll listen to that. So we do have a few options right now. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there that it's not that I can play on my phone and whatever. I can't drive, so Travis is going to be driving the entire time, which I do feel bad about. So we are going to stop a lot at national parks and stuff like that, which is good. We obviously don't want to stay in the car the whole time. That's not the point of this trip. But, yeah, just want to put that out there. Also, a thing I want to note is if you are doing a long haul road trip, like we are also packing camping stuff, which I wasn't going to cover any of that in this video. I was going to do one after we got back and talk about if we used it, if we didn't. But I do suggest that if you are going to be spending a very extensive period of time in the car, that you keep camping stuff on hand. Now, we initially were planning on camping, but we're kind of on the fence about it right now. We don't know if we have enough time to do the loop to get to a good camping spot. But because we know that we're doing hiking, we've talked about, okay, make sure we have, sleeping bags, and make sure we have at least a lighter or something on hand in case we need it, which I always do anyway if we're doing more than a day in the car. But that is something that I will put out now, that I really do highly suggest, whether it is planned or unplanned, that you do have, extra blankets, maybe two or three pillows, depending on how many people are there, all of that stuff. Make sure you have that on hand just in case you have to camp out in the car, or your car breaks down, or you go on a hike and it's just too dark to try to hike back. Whatever it is, make sure that you're prepared for anything if you are doing a drive. I know that may sound very paranoid. I have definitely gotten stuck in snow before, and I have definitely, had to wait for AAA for hours and hours and hours on a road trip before. So I think that's probably why I'm a little more make sure you're prepared. But that's one reason we always have food on our road trips, and we always have extra waters on our road trips. We're probably actually going to go out and buy a case of water anyway. But I like to have the big ones just because that's what we drink. But yeah, so I know that may sound paranoid to some people, but I do highly suggest making sure you have, at least your amount of people's worth of extra sleeping stuff just in case. I mean, like, we have no plans, we have no hotels booked, no anything. So we very, very well might sleep in the car at some point. So for us, yeah. Also, if you're doing a road trip and you don't have any plans, I do highly suggest having either Expedia or Travelocity or I don't know, Hotwire, is that still a thing? I don't know. But have one of those apps on your phone, because they do have day of booking. So if you run into a fix, you have that. Or if you're fine with motels, like Motel 6 is just everywhere, at least in the US. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this informative. If you have any questions or there's anything you would pack that I didn't mention, let me know in the comments down below. And I will talk to you guys next week with the packing video. So fingers crossed you are subscribed and you can watch the Canada vlogs that are upcoming. We will have quite a few vlogs, and I think I mentioned this, but this is a pre-recorded one, so by the time you see this, I will already be on the trip and enjoying myself. Follow along on Instagram. We will be posting loads of pictures, probably. At least I will be. My brother doesn't have social media. That's just his thing. He doesn't really like it. He will probably be in the vlogs. I told him I kind of have to work, and he's like, okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, so we will be posting those once I get back. I think the first one will be going up. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Loads of love. Like, comment, subscribe. Question of the video: what is your favorite form of travel? So, like, do you like going on boats? Do you like trains, planes, cars, Greyhound buses, anything like that? What is your favorite way to get from point A to point B while traveling? I really, really enjoy the train system in England. I think that was like one of the most fun, most comfortable situations I've ever been in. But I also really do like road trips. I feel like you get to experience a lot when you do that. So that's my opinion. and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more crazy content, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up to let us know you liked it and that you learned something, even if, or you just liked it, I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you on Saturday. Bye!